Okay, hello. Hoover Dam 1-9 reference from the name Elvis. Okay. Disclaimer here is that this first little bit of this that I'm going to show you, which is this conversion of the name Elvis to this, and then through to another word, is from some old videos from Jurassic Liars. Um, Years and years ago. I don't know if he still talks about it. I don't really watch Jurassic Lives anymore. But the thing that brought this into my sort of thought process again was I was watching Decoding with Cody, and he's had Jurassic Lives on a couple of, I think at least once, and he was talking there. I don't know. In this last video, I don't know what the hell's going on, with uh, with with all that. I don't know if they're having issues or what, but there's some kind of drama going on. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I just thought about this when I was watching Decoding with Cody, because he was talking about Jurassic Lives, and I was thinking, I for whatever reason, I just decided to go back and look at this. Okay, so what we're looking at, oh blimey now, we're looking at this conversion of Elvis through to this word here. Now, what I have, this is the process that Jurassic Liars used to get to this. Is you have the alphabet written out one way and then in reverse underneath, basically right here. So A to Z and then Z to A, and then you have everything's corresponding here now. So we can change like a D to a W. Okay. So I have written Elvis in red, and then what we've done is taken like the E here in red. Okay. And that corresponds to a V. So we have a V here. Okay, we take the L in red here. L corresponds to an O. We have an O. So forth and so on. Okay, until you've converted over the word Elvis into the reverse alphabet. Get rid of that. And then so what you end up with here is this gobbledygook, which anagrams out to hover. Okay. Now that's about as far as I remember JL taking it. A connection between Elvis and hover. I can't remember if he ever connected it to the Back to the Future Part 2 with the hoverboard. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I can't really remember. And you can't go back and check any of his stuff because it's all been erased or he's lost his channel or whatever. So anyway, I believe at the time I don't know. I was looking at the hoverboard scene at that point. This is what was so interesting to me about this stuff with JL and Elvis was a lot of this stuff. I was looking at the Hoover Dam, and a lot of this stuff that he was talking about was, connecting through with stuff that I was looking at the time with the Hoover Dam. And obviously, Hoover and Hoover are very similar words. You've just got that extra O in there. So anyway, let's get to the point here. So this is super interesting. So you have this connection with Elvis, the hoverboard scene, which is the Hoover Dam scene in Back to the Future 2. Obviously, hover and Hoover, similar sounding words, okay. And if you also listen to JL, you'll know that Elvis equals water in the gematria, okay. Actually, I could probably just show you that very quickly now because I've got it up, yeah. The 67 here, 22, 22, 68, 68, 32, 32. So it's a perfect match. So water, obviously what's at the Hoover Dam? An awful lot of water, okay. And what is fascinating about, so those match, and then what I'm going to show you is how that also, so obviously Hoover matches, but it's a reverse. That sounds logical because Hoover is the flipped around letters of Elvis, you know, when we do the alphabet backwards. So it's all, you know, it's interesting, you know, logically thinking about it, maybe these numbers should be flipped like this in reverse. Okay, so we have this match, water, Elvis. He talks about, you know, the sea beast and all this stuff because of this connection with the water, but you know, the water beast is the Hoover Dam, isn't it? It's the dam that contains the water, okay, that captures the water, that controls everything inside its, you know, banks and walls. Okay. Anyway, for whatever reason, last night I thought to myself, I wonder what happens if you transfer this back to, let's say, the red version in this order, okay, and keep it in the hover order. So let's just do that. So, because I don't know how to explain this, but let me show you. Look, H here. So H in blue, pick out H in blue, it's S. Okay? Go to O in blue, look up, it's L. Okay? Go to V in blue. Let's go to V, it's E. Okay? Let's go to E in blue. E in blue down this end goes to V. And then let's go to R in blue. R is I. Okay? So what we end up with, this is brilliant, is if we just put a little comma in there, we end up with S levy. Oh, now most of you will know that a levee is a dam. Yeah, the levee is the dam. Okay, so this means dam. This is a dam. Yeah, levee is a dam. So we've got S levee. Okay, S is the 19th letter of the alphabet. S levee. Okay. Now you'll know that if you've listened to JL, he's talked about Elvis anagramming as Levi's, yeah. So, but I just thought this was fascinating that this actually comes out in the right order. You know, I mean, if it had come out as Levi's, it would have worked as well. But it's in order, yeah. This hover has come out in order of 19 levee. Okay, that's not too, for me, that's not too much of a stretch, changing that S to a 19. Seeing the levee there, the levee is the dam. Hover is in the right order for this. You know, the Hoover Dam, I mean, it's absolutely crazy, really. It's quite a simple little decode, but it's absolutely mind-boggling that this can work. Yeah, I don't know. 19, okay. You know, Elvis is water. Water is held in the dam. Excuse me. I don't know what else to say about it, really. That's the decode. I don't think there's anything else to say about it. Yeah. The Billie Jean. Yeah, the Billie Jean. The Levi's. 501. Yeah, the 501. The 105 days from 9/11 to Christmas. Again, the 501. The 1st of May. The 501. The Levi's 501. The 1st of May corresponds with St. Giles's Day, the 1st of September. That's its twin date in the year. I don't know what else to say about it. I think I got another video to do. Actually, did I have another video? Yeah, I've got one other video to do. I'll do it after this one, and I'm going to bed. All right, thanks for watching. And I don't think I've heard about anything with Madonna yet, but yeah, I don't know if anything's really going to happen. But I've got something more interesting to show you about that last couple of Madonna videos, so I'm going to do that next. Don't forget, Madonna has the same. Remember, while we're here, right, and just started mentioning Madonna as usual, you know, Elvis died. He died on Mad, yeah, Madonna, yeah, Madonna. Don't forget that is damn backwards there. And Elvis dies on Madonna's 19th birthday. Okay. Okay, that's the end of this video. I'll show you this other one here because it's quite fascinating. Anyway, alright, thanks for watching. Right, bye.